Well, hello everyone there, and good evening. You are here if you are interested in my playthrough of Insurmountable. Saw this game a while back. It actually came free here on Epic Store, and I ended up picking it up a while back. I've been meaning to play it. I know Shadow Tactics here in the top right corner actually is another free game coming up here that I was looking at getting too, based on what it was. This is more of a roguelite game of trying to conquer, I guess, a randomly procedural mountain. Possibly with some dialogue play. I don't know if there's going to be any leveling up or character stats to increase or what it all entails. This is actually a new game altogether. Never played before. Never looked at, but are going to be looking at it here today, live on stream. And we'll be recording these into about 1 hour videos. I'm going to stream live for an hour here and trying to make it more of a playthrough series, and then I'll be uploading the videos to YouTube, and they'll also be accessible on Twitch in the collections under the video section. If you haven't followed yet, please do follow. I'm trying to reach my target of 50 followers here on Twitch. Also on YouTube, you can check out all the videos I have on YouTube. Just started out here within the last week or two using my YouTube account actually and uploading content. You can like any of the videos there. There's a couple playthroughs, one complete playthrough and a couple partial playthroughs going on right now. You can also subscribe to that channel too. It also supports the channel and helping to grow so I can spend more time working on it. Before we get started into a new game here, we're going to go through the options and just edit or at least change a couple things here. I think what we'll look at doing is the volume doesn't seem too terribly bad. I think I'll just leave it as it is for now. If the video, well, I'm just checking on my Streamlabs here, it looks relatively good, so I think I'll leave it there. So we got full screen, resolution, yes, good. Brightness we can leave. Let's go ultra, quality, no VSync. Language, key binding, deactivate. No, we'll keep the tutorials because I've never played before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Bigger HUD. Sure, bigger heads-up display, why not? And we'll leave that at normal. Well, it wasn't really a whole lot to the options, that's for sure. I got a credit section, private policy, quick game. I got the Discord channel for the game itself. Game's made by 2022 by, oh, the company might be copyrighted for 2022. Daedalic Entertainment. I think this game came out in April of 2021. So it's already over a year old. Oh wow, 3 different difficulties. We got lower difficulty, challenging but doable, recommended for beginners. Increased difficulty, your resources deplete faster in the mountains environment and weather is deadlier, recommended for experienced mountaineers. And extreme difficulty, moving and climbing is even more expensive. And the mountain's terrain, weather, and death zone effects are devastating. Recommended for fearless extreme mountaineers with nerves of steel. Huh. Well, if it isn't hardcore, I'll try to play it on the hardest difficulty. I've made that promise since my first playthrough on Shadowrun, which I did on very hard, by the way. That difficulty for that game was a little bit different. It seemed kind of normal in my opinion, so I probably should be playing on normal, but we're gonna go Insurmountable. I mean, it's definitely the game's title, right? We gotta play it like that. We gotta really stretch our skills and put it to the test, you know, stretch them out and see what we can do. All right, well, let's go. This is gonna be super ugly, I'm sure. During stormy weather, you can consume more energy and need more time for actions. You can hide your UI with the keyboard key, which didn't really give me enough time to read what that was. So we got a bit of a cutscene here. Very interesting. Well, it looks like there's the mountain in the top. So I think the objective is most likely okay, and we're way down here at the bottom. Wow. Okay, movement. In order to successfully complete a mountain, you have to navigate your character along the tiles to marked goal. Time will not pass and your stats will not change unless your character moves. Just checking to see my microphone's in a good spot. Left click a valid tile to add a checkpoint to which the character should move. You can add more checkpoints by clicking other valid tiles. Click on the final checkpoint again to start moving. I'm hoping this is kind of turn-based, so I can take a little more time thinking about some of my moves. Right-click to stop the character or remove the final checkpoint. Alternatively, you can press the mouse button to move or stop your character. You can also use the speed button to make your character walk faster. This effect does not impact your stats in-game. You can open the tutorial again at any time via the pause menu. Your adventure begins. You cast your gaze over, and I will narrate a lot of this just so... Wow, they really did make the HUD a lot bigger, didn't they? Well, easier for viewing for everyone that's either trying to stream this to their TV or trying to watch it. You can cast your gaze over the enormous mountain. You can cast your gaze? You cast your gaze over the enormous mountain landscape. You have traveled across the globe seeking out adventure, but this island is like nothing you have ever seen before. As far as you can tell, it is largely unexplored. The only information you could find were a few rumored about an unknown occupying force. So that looks like 5 movement. No, that's not 5 movement. 5 tooltips. Environment and equipment. Effects that are influenced by the current mountain. The environment and currently active equipment. Click to see the individual stats. Outcome is unknown. It doesn't look like there's anything else I can pick. Oh, some stuff down here that you can highlight. On the way here, you stumbled across abandoned property and lost places. You wonder what happened here. What secrets the island is keeping. Then you shake your head. It might be nice to have some answers, but your goal is clear. Reach the summit. That is why you are here. That's what drive you. Pretty self-explanatory. First steps completed. Okay, well that was pretty easy achievement to get. Goal is to reach the summit. It says unknown goal. It's a pretty stated obvious goal. Down here we got time and day. 7 in the morning. Day begins with sunrise at 7. Night begins at 1900. I wonder if there's some sketchy things at nighttime that happen. What else do we have here? Weather. Clear, normal weather. Weather tomorrow is stormy. The weather changes every day. Weather can influence the gameplay, obviously making it more difficult in the case of this difficulty. Height is 4,128 meters. Death zone is 6,000 meters. At 6,000 meter height, you reach the death zone. In the death zone, you lose oxygen. Okay. We already went over that. Show mission. Show an overview of your current mission as you have selected it. So M for mission. The beginning. Reach the summit. Make history. Wild mountain peaks tower into the heavens. For many years, the island was cut off from the outside world. But now, the time has come to explore the mountain range and fill the blank spots on the map. Environment, normal weather. Friendly weather is slightly more likely than stormy or cold weather. Warm nights. The nights on this route are warmer than usual, +1 body temperature per hour when moving, +1 body temperature per hour when resting / in events. Only active during night. Thick air. The air on this route is fresh and clear. +½ oxygen per hour when moving, +½ oxygen change per hour when resting in events. First ascent. Your first ascent, you're focused and driven. Half sanity per hour when moving. Okay. Rewards. Character proficiency, 1,000. Item proficiency, 1,000. Mission difficulty. The number of stars show the general difficulty of this mission. So it's a 1 star, obviously at the beginning, so it must be a tutorial mission of some sort. Skills. Show your selected skills. Keybinding F2. That's a strange keybind. Skills, sort by order, sort by group. You haven't unlocked any skills yet. By obtaining experience, you can level up and choose from new skills. So there is a leveling up system. There is a skill-based system. Pause the game and show options. Time's not passing when I haven't moved yet. I I want to kind of take a quick look and see what this looks like without the... Oh, you can't change the UI here. You can only change it on the main screen. Well, okay then. I guess I'm stuck with a larger HUD. That's okay. Definitely looks kind of a bit better for the screen. Because I imagine if these were like half the size, you probably couldn't even read that for the most part. Okay, what do we got at the bottom here? We already read all this junk in the bottom left. Sleep. Open the sleep screen with R. Another strange key binding. Inventory opens the inventory pressing tab. Okay. Tent allow... Oh, it's kind of like you got only a certain amount of inventory space. Inventory and items. You can access your inventory by pressing the button on the screen or using the corresponding hotkey. You can only access your inventory when the character is standing still. Certain items are consumed when they are used, and other items can be equipped to your character and remain active when equipped. Right-click items with the mouse to use them. Click and hold the left mouse button to drag and drop items into your other slots. When you find an item, you have to put it into your inventory or you lose it when you close your inventory. Okay. Some items can be used multiple times, as indicated by their usage bar on the item. If an item cannot currently be used, it is displayed in a darker color. You can view more information about an item by hovering your mouse over the item. This will display a preview of the item's effect. So if we look here, you can right click to use the item. Here you can left click to take it and bring it into your inventory. And then down here you can highlight it. Okay. So we have a tent, allows the player to rest in the tent. Uses left 3 out of 3. And I can move it by left clicking. Climbing rope reduces the energy cost of climbing for a limited time. For 3 hours, minus 40 energy cost on all terrain. Hot tea plus 25 body temperature, so we'll get that when we start getting cold. This item would have no effect at the moment because you're probably not cold. Canned food, 30 energy, 1 of 1. Left click to move. This item would have no effect at the moment. Reduce the energy cost of climbing for a limited time. Is that actually going to be like climbing up the hill though? Who knows? Time lapse toggles the speed at which the player moves, has no effects on time or energy cost on the mountain. Okay, there is a zoom out. Is there a camera change? It doesn't look like it. How far can I zoom out? Ooh. Let's just go. I want to see if there's a key. No. Okay. There's something over here. So I'll head there, I guess. Or is it here? If I right click, it says there's a checkpoint. No, it's left click. So it's going to be 1.5 hours. Okay. What do we got here? We got energy, 100 out of 100. Energy is used when climbing. Steep passages cost more energy. Oxygen, 100 out of 100. Oxygen is used in the death zone high up on the mountain, so that's 6,000 meters. Sanity, 100 out of 100, affected by first ascent, because I got a bonus for that. Basic values, sanity decreases slowly but steadily as a result of mental stress that comes with the climb. Body temperature, 100 out of 100. Body temperature is typically reduced at night and in cold weather, so 4 gauges that you have to keep an eye on. Now if I right click, so right click would stop me from moving. There's got to be a way to move the camera, no? Okay, camera control. Hold V key, so the letter V, and move the mouse to look around. Move the mouse while holding the middle mouse button to rotate the camera. Zoom in or out by scrolling. Oh, okay, what? It's just to look around. Okay, so you hold the mouse wheel and spin. Yeah, it may as well be zoomed all the way out. There's no reason. Oh, there's a couple things around. I wonder what the different symbols stand for. One's a treasure chest. This conversation? Unexpected meeting. A gust of wind catches you and you almost fall into a deep fissure. You flail wildly with your arms trying to keep your balance. Suddenly, someone grabs your wrist and pulls you back from the edge. That was close. Just a second later and you would have fallen to your death. You sternly tell yourself that you really have to pay more attention. No need to press your luck when there is danger at every turn. Your knees still weak, you take a look at your rescuer. She's a young woman in a threadbare anorak. There is a green stone fastened around her neck with a leather strap. Fascinated, you stare at the hand-carved charm. Its soft glow is almost hypnotizing. The stranger coughs and, without saying a word, holds out some provisions for you to take. Accept the gift. You want to give her something in return, so you search through your backpack. You finally find something and look up, but the strange woman is gone. A bizarre meeting, but you can't help but be grateful for her help. Okay, I get 200. What did she give me? Ooh, an oxygen bottle. I don't think I'm going to make it to 6,000 meters here in this first attempt, but okay. Let us try. Boop. I apologize for the cameraing. Not very good. There's 3 things over on that side. That looks like a cave or maybe a camp spot. There's another conversation piece. I don't know what that is up there. Let's head over to the treasure. Oh, she's actually climbing, so that should use some energy for that, no? I'm just normally using energy. Okay, maybe she did use energy for that. Sanity's gone down. Oh, definitely need to bring stuff that brings sanity up. Seems to be going down pretty quick. Nearby in an abandoned camp, so these are ruins again. I wonder what the difference is. I'll have to figure that one out later. Nearby in an abandoned camp, there are some vacuum flasks filled with tea. You could take the time to search the tents. I thoroughly search the tents. I take a quick look around. I continue my journey. Take a quick look around. Okay, so there's time spent on these options. When you're busy in events or climbing, time passes and your stats update respectively. Respectively? Okay, respectively. Well, thoroughly searching is maybe an hour more. So I don't see why I wouldn't spend the extra hour just to say it being the difference of finding something or not finding something. So thoroughly search the tents, plus 5 hours. You find a vacuum flask filled with tea. 270 experience as an outcome from events and encounters, and a hot tea for 25 body temperature. Okay. We'll have to climb down from here, it looks. Yeah, okay. Treasure's up on an up climb, and then this campsite has a question. Oh, it does have a question mark. Is that somebody sitting by the tree? Okay, no, that was just me spinning the camera and something was there. So that's a different hike. That... Oh, I could set two different checkpoints the more I click left. Then I could do something like this far... is there anything over past those two? Could make my way back to the center and then go across. Yeah, sure. So if I click... Whoops. If I click over here, this should be a third one, right? let's just see. So I can stop and start. Toggle the speed at which the player moves. Okay, so it just makes this little traverse probably be faster, is what I'm thinking. Bear trap. You stand under the skeleton of an old tree. Its exposed roots form a hollow that seems to lead deep into the earth. Someone has set traps in front of it. Maybe they hid something in the hole. I doubt they hid something in the hole. That's probably a bear. What if that kills me? Would that be something in this game? I'm hoping not. What should I do? There's no time associated with it. It's just sanity. I disarm the traps. You use a thick branch to trigger the mechanism on all the traps, making it safe for you to reach into the hollow into the tree's root. You pull out a crate and find some equipment inside. So I get experience, 208, and heavy boots, minus 15% energy cost on stone. Okay. And I get a level up. We're going to confirm that. So level up just kind of pops up here on the screen. It's got a nice little animation to it. Level up, choose your next skill. Left shift. Man, these key bindings are just awkward. Okay, first perk, I guess, of some sort, it looks like. You get to choose from 3. Warm Thoughts 1. Whenever you use a consumable item, you get some body temperature. Whenever you use a consumable item, gain 4 body temperature, active until the end of the mission. This one looks like it's 24 hours. Oh, it's a limited time effect. Are these permanent? Okay, permanent till the end of the mission. This is 24 hours probably in-game during the mission. And this is 48 hours in the mission. Okay, so Warm Thoughts, we're going to bypass. I got a couple T's, so I'm not too concerned about getting it. Preserve Energy 1. Reduce energy costs when moving and climbing. Minus 18 energy cost on all terrains. Plus the boots means minus 33 energy on stone. 24 hours. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain sanity. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain 3 sanity for 48 hours. Well, the gain sanity, I want to say, is probably the one I want to go with. Just because I don't have anything to recover energy with. I mean, to recover sanity with, sorry. I don't know if I'm going to find something right away or not. So let's go with mindfulness. You choose mindfulness. Do not show this again. No, I definitely choose that. I just want to make sure in case I change my mind. Temporary effects that will expire every time show at the top. Click to see individual effects. So if I click this, 48 hours. Okay. That's kind of neat. And I click this one, it should show that, okay. It shows the different 6 effects. Thick air, warm nights, first ascent, heavy boots, basic values, and weather clear. Okay, basic values are influenced by the selected difficulty, which is insurmountable. So minus 2.2 sanity per hour when moving, plus 0.75 body temperature per hour when moving, 8 and 8 oxygen per hour when moving. Okay. So the sanity was probably good to go with because I lose 2.2 per hour. And getting some of that back actually will mitigate the loss. Does it even go even faster? Oh, it probably goes to 3 arrows. That's walk speed, jog speed, and then probably a run speed. Cave. You enter an extensive network of caves. Towards the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it is a stranger bundled up under the fur blanket. Minus 4.5 sanitary. Okay, that was to wake the stranger. I find a quiet corner and lie down to rest. Do you trust the stranger? I leave the cave. I wake the stranger. You approach the mountaineer, but he doesn't react. You bend over and gently shake him. The second you touch the stranger, he leaps up as though he's been stung by a rattlesnake and knocks you flat on your back. As you lie cowering on the ground, he packs his things and disappears out of the cave without a word. Okay. Injured torso ends in 16 hours, -2 per oxygen when moving, and 230 experience. You are once again in the vast entrance of the cave. Can I lie down and sleep? What's that? Is that actually like a sleeping area? Doesn't say I'm going to lose any time or anything like that. Okay, so it goes to the sleep menu. Sleep in a cave or sleep at night. Okay, you lose body temperature at night. If I sleep, I regain energy, which I don't need to do. 6-hour time. So it adds 6 times. Cave, no tent is needed. If I sleep long, it's 10 hours. And sleeping in a cave, reduce body temperature loss, increase energy gain. Oh, okay, so it's a warmer environment to sleep in. But I don't think I'm going to sleep here, so let's leave the cave and let's continue on to the next spot. So we're in Nightfall, because we're past the 1900. 1946. Actually, seconds in this game. Interesting. I thought it would just be by the hour. Fairy light. As you gaze around, you notice a faint light in the distance. It fits back and forth, up and down. I lose 8 body temperature. Oh, by the answer. 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I gain an item? Gain 1 oxygen. I approach it carefully. You see a meandering mountaineer. He seems tense and appears to have lost his way. You aren't sure whether or not you should offer help. Well, let's offer help. Confused, the stranger stares at you for a moment, examining you from your head to your toes. Despite his initial skepticism, he is thankful for your help and shares his provisions with you. Something with body temperature. 10 sanity. Okay, so that should recharge my sanity. And 224 experience. Okay, sleeping. And now I get the sleeping tutorial, not in the cave before. Sleeping is a good way to restore energy. There are 3 ways to do this. You can look for a cave symbol on the map and make camp there. You can use a tent from your inventory. Each tent can be used up to 3 times. You can also sleep without a tent. This has a negative effect on your stats, so it should only be a last resort. Fair enough. Let us confirm. So I got another environment. It's nighttime, -7 body temperature per hour when moving, -7 body temperature per hour when resting in events. I got mindfulness. Okay, that's injured torso, sorry. So I'm not too worried about that. We got something up here. It's decent how they kind of glow. Like, it's like a nice orange and something decent there. I'm gonna head up, I guess, that way. Oh, there's quite a bit of stuff right here. We might skip that beginning stuff here. Okay, let's go to this one. And then to that one. Oh, there's a yellow there. I don't know what that means. Maybe not enough energy. Probably going to be out of energy. That is a high little tile set there to get up. You enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. However, you notice a strong smell. I follow the smell. You follow the smell but are unable to find anything except some tufts of fur and bones. I return to the cave entrance and I get a level. I leave the cave. And I get a level up. So warm thoughts again, 1. Control breathing, increase oxygen gain per hour, increase maximum oxygen. And then fast movement, reduce time cost when moving. That's 24 hours only, though. This controlled breathing is active until the end of mission. Well, sheep. Shit. What am I at? 4,288? Let's reduce time. Yeah, let's get fast movement. Why is it... Ooh, okay. Why can't I go around that? Oh, there's a rock right there. Let us go to here. I'm going to go up ahead, climb these 2, climb down, and then probably pop a can of food. Yes, I do want to use a can of food. What's my body at? I'll move a couple more and then I'll probably look at doing something with the body. Is that enough? Close enough. And we're actually going to use one of these because I'm going to do some steep climbing here, it looks like, for 3 hours. Oops. Let's keep moving to that. It's pretty steep, right? Oh no, I can go up over here and then down this way by the looks of it. I don't understand what this is. Okay, terrain types. That's what that is. There are 3 different types of terrain: rock, snow, and ice. Each type consists of a basic standard terrain and additional terrain subtypes. The cost of moving on any type of terrain depends on your character's equipment and skills. Terrain subtypes can involve additional costs or may trigger dangerous events. Rock, standard terrain, no special properties. Rubble. Which one's rock? The first one? Rock, subterrain, can trigger dangerous events. Grass, subterrain, no special properties. So rock, rubble, grass. And it said rock, snow, ice. Snow is standard terrain, no special properties. So they'll I think it's represented by the yellow exclamation mark, and then blue, but green on rock has no. So you got to be careful of the environments you're walking through. Snowdrifts, terrain subtype, can trigger dangerous events. Deep snow, terrain subtype, requires higher energy cost. Ice, standard terrain, no special properties. Glacier, terrain subtype, can trigger dangerous events. Ice labyrinth, terrain subtype, requires higher time and body temperature costs. Okay. So this one's going to be a dangerous event. Like, do I click on it? Or do I just go to this and see, okay, rubble, danger and unpredictable things can happen. Climbing rope is what I put on, and that house will put on. So let's continue, I guess. Nothing happened. I guess we lucked out. I don't know what the percentage chance of something happening is. Shooting stars event. While staring at the starry sky, you notice there a shooting star. You quickly make a wish for... Okay, so sanity or energy, and it's going to recover one or the other. Let's recover. Damn, had I known that, I probably wouldn't have used the can of food. On energy. And I get no XP for that. Okay. So we know these things are going to be recovery zones. The treasures seem to be item related. There's another path which can be dangerous. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Why are you going backwards? That was weird. I don't understand why that's going backwards there. Did I click that many times? Maybe I did. I gotta be really careful how I'm clicking. Oh, wow, that's really dangerous. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do this one. I just wasted... I wasted some energy, I guess, on that. So there was a danger zone there, and it looks like I made it through as well. I don't know what that is. Crystalline frost, a smooth, sparkling stone catches your eye. Its surface is covered in delicate, complex patterns of ice crystals that remind you of saplings, ferns, and blossoms. A beautiful sight. We can examine the crystals, or we can continue the journey. Let's examine the crystals. You stare at the patterns of frost transfixed. They might just be collections of water molecules, but they symbolize the beauty and diversity of life. The longer you gaze at them, the stronger you feel. Okay, so I got some energy and XP for that. So I looked at that. That's got 3 danger zones, and it all probably rubble. So let's look at... Am I cold? No, it just means it's nighttime. Right? Can't get up there. Oh. So it's going to ask me to move. Climb some danger spots. So let's go here. Whoops. There first. And then maybe you can just climb up to there. Oh, falling rocks. You are crawling up a slope on all fours when you feel it trembling beneath you. A boulder of the size of a wagon wheel is rolling towards you. Leap out of the way. You fling yourself out of the way at the last second, but you smash your shoulder against the solid ground. In the process, you open up your jacket and rub the injured spot as blood pours into your soft tissues, turning your skin black and blue. You'll be feeling that bruise for a long time. Oh, man. Well, that sucked. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go through these danger zones, so we're going to skip that first one. That's probably something I shouldn't be skipping, but... Brew. You catch a whiff of a tantalizing fragrance on the breeze. You follow your nose, which leads you to an indigenous man standing in front of a ramshackle hut. A mysterious brew bubbling away in his brewing kettle as it sits over an open fire. The scent alone is invigorating. What sort of effect might the brew have on you if you were to take a sip? Approach the stranger and ask for a taste. Gives me oxygen, time passes, and I lose body temperature. I sneak up to the kettle and steal some brew. Or I just continue my journey. Well, the brew would probably give me body heat. I don't need oxygen. Sneak up and steal some. You wait until the stranger disappears into his hut to quickly creep up to the kettle. You see a ladle that you could use to scoop up some of the brew, and some herbs have also been hung up to dry on a line nearby. What will you do? The stranger could return at any moment. What does this herb do? Moon herb plus 20 sanity, minus 1 health. Oh, I actually have a health bar here. There's the experience bar around the top. When your health hits 0, your journey is over, and then experience points levels. I drink the brew. Okay. That takes me around that way. Let us pan this camera over here and see where that goes. Okay, that takes us there. Then that takes us right there. So let's do that. Closed container. You come across a corrugated metal shipping container covered in rust on a mountainside. It is closed by means of a massive lock. Maybe the occupiers used it as a storage facility. You could try to break open the lock with a rock. I try to break the rock. You grab a nearby rock, wind up, and whack the lock with a loud bang. No luck. The lock remains undamaged. I keep trying. Success. The lock breaks, and you're able to see inside the container. All that effort paid off. You find some valuable equipment. Oh, I missed that. What that was? Crampons? Minus 25% energy at cost on ice. It's a type of boot. Right? Yeah. So make sure I equip that when I'm going over ice. Confirm. And I get a level up. Choose your next skill. We got 16 hours, can't stop now 1. Significantly decrease sanity loss when moving, but additional sanity loss when resting. In events. Fast movement 2, reduce the time cost when moving, minus 30% time cost on all terrains. Over the edge 1. This looks like for the active to the end of the mission. Lower energy cost on steep terrain, plus 2 elevation, but increase sanity loss. Let's go with over the edge 1. There's some pretty tall ones that we've been climbing here. It looks like we're going to be climbing. Glacial Cave. Oh, what's up here? Until the end of the mission. Okay, those just effects are separate from the temporaries. Glacial Cave. You are standing at the entrance to a glacial cave. The light that finds its way through the thick ice makes the walls glow a deep, invigorating blue. I get sanity and experience. Okay. And we're going to pan the camera over here. We can see if we can get to that. Cross back over the danger area, and we don't get caught by it. Very good. A couple of cave resting spots. Maybe we'll grab that, come back around for the resting spot. I don't know if I'll have enough energy. Bear's treasure. Loud and unusually long snoring is coming from a cave. Cautiously, you peer inside. On the floor, there's a fully grown brown bear dozing peacefully. You screw up your eyes, no doubt about it. In all the junk beside the animal, there's a packed tent that looks intact to you. Do you want to sneak into the cave and retrieve the tent? Give it a try for 4 sanity. You did it. You surprised yourself, but you made it out of the cave alive. Quickly, you continue on your way. So I got a tent, 3 extra uses, plus 4 sanity and experience. I'll grab the tent since I have an extra slot for it. We confirm that. I got another level. Mindfulness 2. Whenever you reach a point of interest, gain sanity. I gain 5 sanity for 48 hours. Harden 1 ignores dangerous terrain. 16 hours. Clear mind, reduced energy costs when moving and climbing while sanity is high. Let's go harden for 16 hours and ignore dangerous terrain. Okay. Daybreak, and the storm is out today. Okay, ruins. Nearby an abandoned camp, there are a couple of empty oxygen bottles. You can take the time to search the tents. I thoroughly searched the tents for 9 oxygen. 7 hours. Okay, I take a quick look around for 2.8 in 2 hours and 11 minutes. I continue my journey. I think this is ice over here, isn't it? Might be snow. Goat herd. As you reach a plateau, you spot an indigenous man. He is relaxing and enjoying a meal while his goats frolic around him. When he notices you, he beckons you over. I approach the goat herd. The goat herd smiles at you and shares his provisions. You thank him for his generosity. Another oxygen bottle. And XP. Okay, weather tutorial. The weather can change every morning. You can see the current weather and the forecast for the next day at the lower left of the screen. And 3 different types of weathers. Clear weather, friendly weather with no negative effects for your character. Just enjoy your climb. Cold weather has a negative impact on your body temperature, especially at night. Try equipping some warm clothing. And stormy weather has a negative impact on your energy and time costs and reduces your visual range. Oh, stormy weather kind of sucks. Maybe we can find somewhere to sleep. Maybe we'll pass this off and get some energy back while we're at it. Confirm. Alright, let's head over to one of these caves. Let's see, how far is this one? Oh, I can't get to that one. How far is that one? I can't get to that one either? Can I get to this one? Okay, I can get to this one. So it looks like we're going to skip those 2 caves over on the right side. And go to here and conversation by the looks of it. Harden still got 14 hours. Sprained ankle. Yeah, that sucked. Until end of mission, which is the over the edge. Okay, very... Ooh, I don't know if this is going to make it. I do not know if I'm going to make it. Do I still have the... I do not have... 3 hours was actually pretty quick, so let's use this for energy reduction. Minus 40% energy on all cost trains. Right, okay. Let's get going. Okay, another cave. You enter a cave. After just a few steps, you feel an icy wind on your face. It seems to be coming from inside the cave. I follow the wind. Countless stalactites, I can never say that word, hang from the ceiling, blocking your path. As you deftly search the gaps, or 4 gaps between the enormous rock formations, ducking beneath them, you suddenly hear a grinding noise. Just a moment later, you feel a sharp pointed edge. Object boring into your shoulder, lips pressed together in pain. You turn back. It's just not worth it. And I get another injured torso, -2 oxygen per hour moving. That's okay. You are once again in the vast entrance to the cave. I'm going to lie down and sleep here. I need to regain some energy. If I sleep briefly, it's only 26.9, +6 body temperature, plus the oxygen. If I go 10, I get a longer chunk of energy. I get my body and oxygen back. 10 hours pass. It's going to be nighttime. Train a storm. Was it colder or was that the other storm type? I think it was the other storm type. Well, I need as much energy as I can get, so let's go for a long sleep. If I don't make it, I don't make it. Because this mountain is insurmountable. And I can't see diddly squat. Okay, I kind of make out things, I guess. Can I see up there? I can barely see up there. Oh, my dangerous thing probably passed off or wore off, eh? That ends in 6 hours. Harden ends in... Well, Harden actually gets me through the danger zone. So let's do this. Spiders. The branches of a nearby bush are completely covered in spider webs. As you take a closer look, you notice several spiders vanishing into the hole in the ground. You bend over to inspect the hole. It looks like there's nothing hidden in there. I reach into the hole, lose sanity, or I continue. Reach into the hole for 4.6 sanity. Spiders skitter all over your hands, but they don't hurt you. Your fingertips brush something soft, a cloth bag. Sadly, it's empty. So I got experience, and I think I got that sanity that was back? No. I didn't read the second thing. I was for a reward on that. Okay, I can't see anything. If I pan out, I gotta head towards this mountaintop. What if I can't see. If I click here, it takes me that way. What if I click over here? I have to go that way? Okay, what is this? That makes me want to go, wow, all the way around? What is with this mountain? Yeah, I don't know about that. I can't pan over there to see that. My God, that's a long way up. Well, I guess I have to head this way. So let's just take this all off. Click there. It makes me... I can make it there. Okay, so I guess we're going to be going that way. Should avoid that first danger. Spend a bit of energy there because that was a little bit of a high cost terrain. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it makes me... What a weird situation that was. Like, it made me go all the way around and then back around. Oh, maybe because I was clicking, I didn't remove the old markers. Alright, you enter a cave. It's dry and sheltered from the wind. Further back, you see a small tunnel leading into darkness. Explore the tunnel. You want to explore the tunnel, but it's so dark that you can't see your hands and your face. I don't have a torch. I can't go back. Don't have a flashlight. I don't want to step into the darkness, but I have to now. You crawl through the darkness on all fours. After a while, you encounter some rubble. Looks like a passageway has collapsed. Can't go any further. Okay, I'll turn around and take the XP, though. And we're going to lie down and sleep again. But I think I'm just going to sleep briefly. Because that takes me closer to daybreak, does it not? Yeah, let's just sleep briefly. Okay, we're closer to daybreak. I could go for the other. Well, it's got a double whammy of danger events there. I think I'm going to skip that. I can't afford taking more injuries. They kind of cripple you pretty bad. And I can't see this way I'm going. Can I just, whoops, nope, not do that. I'm just going to go there. Make that climb pretty quick on that elevation. I'm going to have to come across the danger spot. Alright, daybreak and it's clear. Now, this is all snow, if I'm not mistaken. That's ice. That's ice. It's a danger spot of ice? Question mark? That's stone. Okay, there's some stuff up here. Another cave, which I think I might go to for some resting. But we'll head there anyways. I could go back down the path. It looks like a treasure, some other stuff. I might just do these two here quickly. You enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There's a wide, deep fault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. I'm just gonna lie down and sleep and go for a quick one. Okay, let's see what this is. Dead deer. You stumble over the corpse of a deer with no signs of decay. The animal died only recently. The remains of chewed herbs cling to its snout, its last meal. Probably still undigested. You could cut open the animal's stomach to get the herbs. Sanity or continue the journey. Let's just give it a whirl. For 3.5. The corpse is still warm as you place your knife against its underbelly. On long, fine cut, blood gushes out of the wounds and pours over your hands. You grow dizzy and you start to feel nauseous. I keep trying. A pungent smell fills your nostrils as you reach to the incision and grasp the intestines. You pull and pull until the small and large intestines lie in a tangled heap at your feet. Your nausea threatens to overwhelm you. Keep trying. You did it. You have indeed found some undigested herbs in the deer's mouth. So I get 2 moon herbs. So that definitely recovers the sanity I lost for that. And a decent chunk of experience there too. And to level up while I'm at it. Okay. There's ice patch up there, which I'll have to switch over to the crampons I picked up. Okay, another level up. Preserve energy 1, reduce energy cost when moving and climbing, minus 18 energy cost on all terrains for 24 hours, warm thoughts, controlled breathing. What am I at? I'm at 5,088 meters, so I got another 1,000. I've come up about 800. I think I might get another level before then, so I'm just going to preserve energy so I can explore more. So that's going to take me around. That's going to take me back down to double danger. Same thing. I think I might just skip it and come over this way. What's this one? Okay, that's on the way there. It's on the way there. Quite a bit of energy in a danger spot. I go around. Son of a... I don't like that. That's going to be a lot of... Is it energy on that one? No. Body temperature, I think, is on this one. Well, at least pathing it out actually shows how much it's going to cost to spend it. So that would be the kind of the right, whoops, sorry, the right play there. Oh, and then I can go further down. What is that? I have no clue what that is. Looks like a pair of underwear? Maybe a badge? And then I could come up this side. And that's at least stone on that path. And I'm not taking this snow route up. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go. Let's give it a whirl. Don't be scared. It's only insurmountable. It's only scary if you let it be. Okay, made it through the danger spot. Oxygen bottle. As you climb along a crevice in a glacier, you see an oxygen bottle together with an oxygen mask buried under the thick layer of ice. The bottle seems to be intact. I use a stone to break the ice. Wow, I dig towards the oxygen bottle. I have 2 oxygen bottles. That's a lot. I'm going to skip this one. All right. And I'll probably realize I actually needed that oxygen bottle, but the branches of a nearby bush are completely covered in spider webs. We already did one of these events. As you take a closer look, you notice several spiders vanishing into a hole into the ground. Bend over and inspect the hole. I reach into the hole. Spiders skid over your hands, but they don't hurt you. Your fingertips brush against something soft. A cloth bag. You pull out and discover provisions inside this time. So a canned food for 30 energy. Confirm. I don't know what this little dot thing is. Why is there a little white dot there? Oh, that's going to be nighttime. I think. I'm assuming. Didn't notice that before. Yeah, nightfall. Okay. Hiding place. You trip and bang your knee. Cursing up a storm, you kick the rock you tripped over. Revealing a crack in the ground, it seems as though someone has used the crack to hide their possessions. I can examine the crack, spend time, lose body temperature. I can make the crack bigger. I'm not using energy for that. Examine the crack. You reach into the crack. You graze something with your fingertips. It feels like a thin book of some sort. The frozen earth has not been kind to it. You skim the handwritten notes. They were penned by another mountaineer over 50 years ago, long before the island's existence became public knowledge. And there's more. Someone has stashed provisions here. Well, look at that. I get my body temperature back. Yoink. I'm going to pick up some sanity. Pick up some sanity because I think that will restore my energy when I get over there. So let's do sanity. 1 herb for sanity, please, good sir. And I'm just going to quickly end the stream here, I think, just to get a video recorded. So when I download it, I can just upload it directly to YouTube as this playthrough for my YouTube page. I wonder if I can save it. If I go to back main menu, okay, it just does that. Hopefully that saves the, okay, there's a continue section. Okay. So if you're enjoying the content so far as you're viewing, or if you'd like to follow my YouTube page, don't hesitate to follow here on Twitch. Go to my YouTube page at JRSEVERYN. You can also like any of the videos there and subscribe to the channel, help support the channel. And I will be back in a jiffy for episode 2 of Insurmountable with JRSEVERYN.